Alrighty, this is part two, guys. Yeah, that would have been my idea for the sequels and the Matrix. The Matrix. Ivan, what do you think would have been a better trilogy? Um, I don't know. Something tells me the Matrix franchise would have been better than my sequel. My sequel trilogy would have been a pretty good story. My sequel trilogy would have been a pretty good story, but I don't think it would have been as good as my Matrix franchise. The Matrix story would have been a masterpiece, man. Like the Matrix is at peace for 100 years. You know what I'm saying? There's a glitch in the Matrix, deja vu, and the virus Smith comes back. Obviously, the virus Smith comes back to the Matrix. And then the Oracle and the Architect, they recreate the One. They either recreate the One or the One is somehow recreated. The code of the One is recreated, obviously. Just like, because there were ones before, and when you watch Reloaded, the Architect talks about how there were like five ones, there were like 4 to 5 ones before Neo. Yes, and another one is reborn, obviously. Ivan, where'd you get the idea of the Matrix, or the one being born in the Matrix? And Morpheus in the first one, he said the what? The one was born in the Matrix, half man, half machine. But it's a little bit confusing because like Morpheus said the one is born in the Matrix, and yet Keanu Reeves he wakes up in the real world. So I don't know how that works when he says he's born in the Matrix. I don't know. They don't really explain that. But I don't know. Maybe like the baby is born in the real world, and somehow he's born also his I don't know, his essence is in the Matrix. I don't know. Ivan, how would you have done it? I don't know. But like the one is born in the Matrix. He's born. They recreate the because the architect pretty much created Neo pretty much. The architect pretty much created Neo, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the architect and the oracle, they somehow the code of the one is recreated, and the one is born in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, where'd you get the idea of the one's life? I got the idea of the one's life in the Matrix Reloaded. When the architect he flips the switch and you see all these screens, and you see Neo's life play out. Obviously, yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool if for the sequels if you told the story of the one's life in the Matrix. He's plugged in the Matrix, obviously. He's adopted, obviously. He goes to school. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to be a hacker. At 16 years old, he gets caught with hacking. You know what I'm saying? And because hacking is serious shit, you can go to jail for that, obviously. They send him to the principal's office. You know, just like Neo, he worked at that company, yeah. He's in the principal's office, obviously, and because it's serious shit, they bring in the agents. And they bring in the cops, and like he's like, what the fuck, this is serious shit. You know what I'm saying? And you see Smith. He's like, you can go to, you can do 10 years in jail for this, 5 years in jail for this. You know what I'm saying? We'll let you go with a strike, obviously. But Smith does not know that 16-year-old kid's the one. And then they phone his parents. Obviously, his parents pick him out of school. They're yelling at him. They drive him back home. They're yelling at him and they kick him out of the house, obviously. And he gets a job as a dishwasher, and he ends up doing hacking on the side. And then it transfers 20 years later. He's a dishwasher. He lives in a shitty apartment. He makes like 700 every 2 weeks, but he also makes some income from his hacking. He does hacking on the side, obviously. And Agent Smith eventually finds out that kid's the one, obviously. See what I'm saying? That would have been my story, obviously. And then what? Yeah. And then 20 years later, VJ and Morpheus's like grandson or great grandson, they have a meeting with they go into the Matrix and they have a meeting with the Oracle. They know the Matrix got VJ and Morpheus' great grandson. They know the glitch happened in the Matrix, obviously, because it happened like 30 years ago when they were like born, when they were just kids. They weren't even born yet, but the people told them, and Zion told them about the glitch, obviously. But they don't know that Agent Smith has come back, and they don't know that a new one is reborn, obviously. And then the Oracle tells VJ, she's like, the Oracle tells Morpheus' great grandson and VJ, you know what I'm saying? There's Agent Smith has returned. Agent Smith, he was destroyed like 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he has somehow come back. You know what I'm saying? He has somehow come back. Obviously, he has somehow come back. They're like, how? You know what I'm saying? Like when Neo confronted him 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? The machines destroyed Neo. The machines. Yes, the machines destroyed Smith. The machines destroyed Smith through the Smith Neo. You know what I'm saying? Because a part of Smith was imprinted onto Neo, because Smith turned Neo into Smith. It was a Neo Smith clone. In the end of Revolutions, what the Oracle says, Neo's spirit lived on. Yeah, and because Smith was imprinted onto Neo, Smith, a part of Smith also lived on. That's how he was able to come back into the Matrix when the glitch happened, obviously. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Agent Smith is a virus, viruses can what? Viruses can infect software, the software, obviously. The Agent Smith comes back. The virus Smith comes back into the Matrix. And you see how the virus Smith comes back. And it takes human form, and he's still called Agent Smith, but he has a new form. He's Fisk, the Fisk actor in what? In Daredevil. Yeah, he's a more powerful Smith, a bigger, more formidable Smith. Right? And the new one is reborn. Obviously. The new one is reborn. In other words, because Smith, because what? Because the virus Smith, because the glitch happened, obviously, something happened in the Matrix that caused Agent Smith to come back and what? And the new one to be reborn, obviously. The Oracle and all of them have something to do with it, obviously, but the new one is reborn. The seventh one, I think it's the seventh one. The seventh one is reborn into the Matrix. You get his life. Yeah, that would have been my story, obviously. And I would have done a 3-movie trilogy. And by the third movie, I have like this. I have this beard, and I'm more powerful. And I'm kicking ass. Yeah. Ivan, how would you have ended off the movie? I would have ended off the movie something similar to Revolutions. I would have had another epic battle with me versus Smith. Me versus Smith, obviously. Except this time with the epic battle. I don't know, in the third movie, the Oracle, I have a meeting with the Oracle. Obviously, and the Oracle is like, even though Neo defeated Smith, he made a mistake. He let Smith turn. He let Smith copy himself onto him. Never do that. Never make that mistake again. You must end him the right way. You know, and you know what I'm saying? And because the new one is more powerful, the new one is powerful enough to stop Smith, to end him. End him without the machines having to what? Having to destroy the one that through Neo Smith and destroy him. No. This time he has the power to actually defeat him, obviously. But Smith also has the power to defeat the new one too. See what I'm saying? Holy shit, you're creative. Yes. In other words, the Oracle tells me, she's like, never make that mistake again. Never let Smith copy himself onto you. Otherwise, as long as he's copied onto you, the virus Smith will never be destroyed. You must destroy it once and for all. Destroy the virus Smith once and for all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In other words, a new one is pretty much born to what? The new one is pretty much born to what? To fix what? To fix what Neo, what the mistake that Neo made. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Neo defeated Smith, obviously, but he didn't truly defeat Smith. Because Smith was not fully destroyed. The virus Smith was not fully destroyed. You know what I'm saying? He fulfilled the prophecy, obviously. He saved Zion, obviously. But there was Neo made a mistake. He made a minor mistake. He let Smith copy himself onto him. Obviously. In the machine, and I'm saying the machines destroyed Smith. The machines destroyed Smith through Neo's clone Smith, obviously. And Neo's spirit lived on, and because Smith was a part of Neo now, this virus Smith was never fully destroyed. Holy shit, you're creative. Yes, I know my shit, man. I know my shit. Yeah, that would have been my idea for the Matrix sequels. Oh, Ivan, man, that would have been a sick movie, man. Yeah, you would have seen me as fucking seeing me as like seeing me as fucking like the one, man. You have all these agents. Yeah. And I would have made my Matrix movie like 14 plus. I wouldn't have made it rated R, no, but I would have made it like 14 plus, man. 14 plus. It would have been darker. I wouldn't have made it rated R, no. I would have made it like 14 plus. Obviously. But the Matrix Reloaded, the Matrix was 14 plus, I believe. Yeah, the Matrix was 14 plus. They say shit, they say bitch in the second one, Neo's naked, he has sex with Trinity. The Matrix is obviously a 14 plus movie, obviously. I would have made the Matrix 14 plus. And that would have been my idea for the Matrix trilogy sequels, obviously. Ivan, you think it would have been better than the original trilogy? I think my movies would have been better than at least Reloaded and Revolution. Not the original Matrix, most likely not. That was a masterpiece. I don't think you can do anything better than that. But my movie would have probably been better than what you got for Reloaded and Revolutions. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would have hired the Wachowski sisters. Ivan, would you have written the movie? Yeah, I would have co-written the movie with the Wachowski sisters or brothers, right? They're brothers they're men who became women, right? I would have written the movie with the Wachowski brothers, obviously, or sisters, whatever it is, right? I would have written the movie with them. I would have planned out the story with them. Okay, Ivan. Okay, guys, this is my idea for the three movies. They're all shocked, like, holy shit, Ivan, that's your idea. This is a masterpiece, Ivan. Look at an amazing story. I never thought of this. I'm saying, yeah, and I would have had them help me co-write the script and plan out the story. I would have made each Matrix movie for a good like $60 million each, man. So think of technology better than what you even got for the Matrix. The Matrix, the first one was only made for $60 million, and the other ones are only made for like $80-100 million. And you got a movie like that. Think of something better technology than that, yeah, man. I'm not kidding around, guys. Had Warner Bros. Not made that Resurrection movie, I would have highly considered purchasing the rights of the Matrix, and I would have made the three movie trilogy. So instead of me making The Great Escape, they're unique. I would have made The Great Escape and all those movies like later on, but I would have done the Matrix trilogy first. I would have made the Matrix trilogy most likely. I would have purchased the rights of. I would have called up David Zaslav. Hey, I'm interested in buying your Matrix franchise. Oh yeah, Ivan, are you guys interested? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, Ivan, like everything, games, everything, yeah, the whole thing. I want to purchase the whole rights. I might have even made a Matrix game. A Matrix game, yeah. You know the new Matrix engine thing that came out? The technology? Yeah, a high-end Matrix game like that. Yeah, man. Yeah. That would have been my idea. Because a high chance I might perhaps turn my movies into games. I might perhaps make games. Obviously. Perhaps make games. Obviously, yeah. We'll see what happens. I might perhaps do it. The theater chain is most likely out of the picture, guys. I'd rather just see it at home with my wife. It's cooler seeing out of theaters, but at the theaters you have a lot of people, you have distractions. Whereas when you're at home, you're more focused. I'm gonna build my own private IMAX theater. I'm still gonna get the private IMAX theaters in my house, in my condo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Oh, Ivan, man, fuck. Fuck Ann Sarnoff. Why did you have to make that? I guarantee you Keanu Reeves and all of them are pissed off. Fuck, man. Why do we have to make this fucking Resurrection movie? Yeah. I guarantee the Wachowski sisters are angry too. Yeah, they're probably a bit pissed off. I would have paid each of the Wachowski sisters a nice, like, like 17 million bucks, 15 million bucks to those Hollywood sisters are not that big. I would have paid them a nice like 15, 16 million bucks each. 15 million bucks each to direct my movie. To direct I would have paid them 15 million bucks for each movie. 15 million for the first, 17 million for the second, and like 20 million for the third salary. I would have given them a nice like 0.01% of profits. I would have given them a nice deal like that. So Ivan, you would have hired, yeah, I would have hired the Wachowski sisters, obviously, or brothers, to co-write it with me and direct it. I would have had them as my to be the directors for the three movies. I would have had them co-write it with me. Obviously, some Sarah. I would have had them co-write it with me, some Sarah. And I would have made the agents. I would have told them, okay, remember those agents that you saw in the Matrix? Yeah, I remember how they were very scary and you felt for Neo and all of them. They're fucking freaky. Yeah, I want the new agents to be even more formidable. You know what I'm saying? So the new one is even stronger than the old one. And the Agent Smith. Imagine that guy Fisk as Agent Smith, man. More formidable than even. I remember him in Daredevil. He was freaky, man. Yeah, more formidable than even Hugo Weaving Smith. Yeah, man. He has that voice, the path that lies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, what would have been the name of the new one? I don't know. I would have called him maybe, I don't know. I don't know, Yi, Yi. His name is Yi or something like that. Yeah, he has a name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And VJ is a what? VJ is a what? She lives in Zion, obviously, but she's also plugged into the Matrix, obviously, and what? And she's meant to love the new one, which is me, obviously. And she has this like gothic look. She has this gothic look in Zion. She has this like gothic look. She's on the computer. She has that gothic look. She has like her earring. Yeah, she has that gothic look. Yeah. And then Morpheus' great grandson is a new leader of the Nebuchadnezzar, obviously, and he's tasked in finding the new one, and he ends up finding he's like, who was the new one, and the oracle's like, that answer you have to search out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And he ends up finding who the one is, obviously. Yeah, that would have been my idea, guys, for the new Matrix. But I'm not kidding around, guys. Had what? Had Ants, because Ant Sarnoff was a former CEO. Had Ant Sarnoff not greenlight, have they not made that sequel to what? To what? Had they not made that sequel to what? To the original Matrix? Obviously, I would have made. If Matrix Resurrection was made in a different universe, I would have still purchased the rights off the Matrix. But because it was a sequel it was a sequel to what? To the originals, obviously, and they fucked everything up. I can't fix it. Yeah, Ivan, you can't fix that. Yeah, you can't fix that. It's beyond fixing. You know what I'm saying? The only way I can do a Matrix trilogy is if I make it a totally I reboot it and I make a totally different universe. But I can't. I don't think I'll be able to reboot. It's tough to reboot something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't think of another story, another universe of the Matrix. I can't think of anything. I would have to. The best way to do a Matrix movie is if you continue the a story from from the originals. That's the best way you know what I'm saying? It's 100 years later. You have the grave of Morpheus, Trinity, Neo. Neo was a former one. He saved Zion. Morpheus died. You know what I'm saying? He has grandkids, obviously, and Trinity died, and you have their graves, and all the new generations, they all know about the great Morpheus. Neo, the one who saved Zion. Trinity, she died, you know what I'm saying? All those guys, yeah. Naomi and Morpheus get married, and they have kids, yeah. It's a new generation. 100 years later. So everything is like updated. The Matrix is even updated. It's 100 years later. You know what I'm saying? And the new one is reborn. Yeah, look at an amazing story, man. I would have had Keanu Reeves appear as a cameo I would have had Keanu Reeves appear as a cameo in the first movie when he's like, I was a former one before you. You know what I'm saying? I saved Zion. Keanu Reeves' voice, I'm saying. I say you, Zion. You know what I'm saying? His voice. You know what I'm saying? No, get up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. No, and I come back to life. And I'm the one. I'm kicking ass. I fly. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I would have purchased the rights, guys, of the Matrix Deja Vu. I would have made that trilogy, man. I would have hired the Kachowski sisters, and I would have planned the whole story. And I'm saying, and I would have had Keanu Reeves appear as a cameo. I would have paid Keanu Reeves a nice like $3 million for a cameo appearance. He would gladly do a cameo. I know a nice 10 minute, 8 minute cameo appearance, an 8 minute cameo appearance. In other words, whenever I die and I see the light and I see Neo, it's not just some quick like 1 minute click. No, I would have had Keanu Reeves. He talks to me for a good like 7 8 minutes. He tells his story, and I died. You know what I'm saying? I thought I defeated Smith. You know what I'm saying? I defeated Smith, but I made a grave mistake. You know what I'm saying? I let him copy himself onto me. You know what I'm saying? He tells it obviously. You know what I'm saying? I let himself copy himself onto me. Yeah. Yeah. Keanu Reeves like, holy shit, you're creative. That would have been an amazing story. Better than what you got for that Resurrection movie. Yes. Oh, Ivan, you saying you would have purchased the rights to the Matrix? Yes, guys. I would have made my Zane's movie. What I would have done is I would have made my Zane's movie first. You know what I'm saying? And then I would have called up David Zaslav at Warner Bros. Hey, I'm interested in purchasing the rights off your Matrix franchise. Everything, Ivan, yeah, your Matrix movie brand, and your Matrix games. I would have even made perhaps even the Matrix game, yeah. And I would have told that trilogy, man, yeah. I would have for a good $2.1 billion. Okay, I'm willing to pay you a good $2.2 billion for the brand for the Matrix. Is that a good deal, David? Yeah, Ivan, that's a good deal. Ivan, what are you thinking of for your story? And I tell him my story, like, holy shit. Yeah, it's better than what we have planned for Resurrections. Yeah, I'm well glad you sell you the rights. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's better off in your hands anyways, yes. And I would have hired the Matrix. I would have hired the Wachowski sisters to co-write it with me and direct the three movies. My guys, I would have. But my deal for David Zaslav, I would have told David Zaslav, look, man, I am only going to purchase the rights off the Matrix for you if the Wachowski sisters agree to direct my three trilogy. Which they would have agreed, obviously. Yeah, if Ivan's involved, because they want to be saved, obviously. Yeah, I'll gladly direct the movies, Ivan. And they would have directed it with me, and you would have had an amazing movie. Yeah, I would have had Keanu Reeves appear as a cameo. You know what I'm saying? The Matrix. Yeah, something crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. But because the Resurrection movie happened, guys, I'm staying far away from the Matrix franchise. I'm not going to purchase the rights of the Matrix. Yeah, but Ivan, you can reboot it, guys. It's tough to reboot something like that. But like, I can't think of any rebooting another universe. I can't think of anything. I can't think of a good story if I reboot. It's tough, man. The Matrix universe is very tough. The only way I can continue the story is if I continue the originals. But they already did that with Resurrection, and they've ruined the fucking franchise. That was a terrible movie, man. That was a terrible fucking movie. Yeah, man. Anyways, I've been sidetracking for a good like 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to talk about the contract. So Peter Jackson, I'm going to pay him a nice $85 million. $85 million Canadian, which is a good like 106 million in New Zealand money. That's a good paycheck. Peter Jackson wants my money. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to fucking pay you like $200 million salary. You're never going to make this in Hollywood. You probably make on average $20, $25 million, $50 million for your movies in Hollywood. And you negotiate for 30, 40, 50, 60, $100 million of royalties. And I'm paying you $100 million. James Cameron, Quentin Tarantino, and guys like Steven Spielberg don't even make that kind of money, Peter. I'm giving you a good deal, Ivan. It's a good deal. I don't even make this in Hollywood. Yes, you're just being greedy, Peter. Yeah, Ivan, he'll be like, Ivan, it's a deal. I'm just being an asshole. I'm being greedy. Yeah, you're being greedy, Peter. Stop it, man. You're going to walk away with a nice, like, I don't know, $59, $60 million in your bank after taxes. 58, $57 million. That's a lot of money, Peter. For the 4 years, you get your perks, and you're going to make probably your $350, $400 million in royalties. Perhaps even more. You might even make 420, probably around $380 million in royalties you're going to make. You're going to walk away with, I don't know, like a $270, $300 million check on your bank Peter after taxes. Your paycheck. It's a lot of money. You're just being greedy, obviously. You know, except I do. I'm into the deal. I don't even make this in Hollywood. Yeah, you don't make this in Hollywood, but you're being greedy. And I'll give him 0.6% of the profits. That's my deal for Peter. You get 0.6% of the profits obviously, and he gets what? And he gets 0.6% of the profits, and he gets his $85 million salary with $85 million salary with his bonuses. Because Peter's greedy, he might try and push for maybe like I don't know $20 million signing bonus. I'm like, Peter, I'm not gonna pay you $20 million for fucking 3 years of pre-production. You rip me off. You've only made like $10 million for the whole project Lord of the Rings for your base salary. $10 million is enough money. Is good enough for 3 years of pre-production. All you have to do is just help me with the main like 6-7 calls. Consult with the 17 a little bit. Help me write the script. Obviously, take your notes every day for a good hour in the afternoon and in the evening. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. And do the console hours with me, and that's it. And I'm paying you $10 million. You're gonna want because it's 13 million New Zealand money. You're gonna make like $6.8 million in your bank after taxes and your agent, Peter. That's millions in your bank. It's a lot of money for 3 years of pre-production. You're just being greedy. Do a lot of good things with $7 million, Peter, after taxes. All right, that's a lot of money. Yes, I'm giving you a good deal. And Mel Gibson, I'll pay him $56 million salary, and I'll give him 0.5%, which is a good I don't know $270 million in royalties. Mel Gibson signed like his $30-40 million deal around there. Whereas Peter signed like his $450 million. Mel Gibson signed like his $330, $340, $350 million deal around there. Whereas Peter Jackson signed like his $400, $450, $500 million deal around there. See what I'm saying? Mel Gibson signed like his 350 to like $300 million deal, whereas Peter Jackson signed like his 400 million plus. His 400, 450, even $500 million deal. 450 probably around there. Peter Jackson signed. Massive contract. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. Yeah. Because he's greedy and he wants more money, and because he saw my videos and he knows I'm gonna make my tens. I don't know. I make my $55 billion of my movie. He wants a nice like $1 billion of that because he's greedy. I'm like, Peter, you're not worth $1 billion of my royalties. You're big, but compared to me, you're small. See what I'm saying? You're small compared to me, Peter. Peter Jackson's really big, but compared to me, he's even small. You see what I'm saying? As what? I'm gonna make, I don't know, $10 billion of my book. Peter Jackson does not have $10 billion in his bank. He probably has $1 billion, 900 million, 800 million in his bank, Peter. He's rich and big, but he's small compared to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, you may be big, but compared to me, you're small. You're gonna build some buzz. You're a big director, but compared to me, you're small. I'm not gonna pay you $1 billion. You're fucking crazy. You're not worth it. You're worth your nice $450, $500 million deal, but you're not worth taking $1 billion of my money. Because Peter wants a nice piece of that money, he wants a nice like $1 billion of that because he's crazy. I was like, Peter, I'm not gonna pay that. You're fucking crazy. Mel Gibson will probably try and push for maybe even $600 million. Mel Gibson, because he's greedy, he might want a nice like $500, $600 million of that. $500 million of that because he's greedy. I'm like, Mel, I'm not gonna pay you that. You're fucking crazy. You're not even as big as Peter. I'm not gonna, a $300 to $80 million deal for you, Mel Gibson is good enough. You're being greedy. I'm not gonna pay you more than that. You walk away with like $150+ million in your bank, Mel. You're being greedy. All right, it's a deal. Yeah, I give you a good deal. You also get the perks. Staying at the suites, the best suites in Vancouver. $2,000 gift card, $300 gas card, featured on my ad shoes on my website. You know what I'm saying? The commercials. You know what I'm saying? The speaking fee earnings if I go on the world tour. The perks, part of my $300 million column like Incredibles. Experience my Grants Mills of property for my company. Yeah. Partying up my yacht. The luxury buffet. Yeah, good deal. 3 beers, all that stuff. Yeah. Unheard technology of Zane's. Yeah, I'm giving you a good deal. I'm giving you a good deal. Some Zara. I am giving you a good deal. Some Zara. Yeah, and you guys better enjoy this listening series. Why so can? Because once I'm king, I'm piecing out my wife, man. If you think I'm gonna save you after what you did to me, man, and have me have those sleepless nights when I'm sleeping next to my stupid fucking annoying wife, and I can just run off. Time to just run off, man. You know, so but I know if I run off, Victoria Justice will never leave me alone. She's gonna annoy me every night, And I'm stuck with trash, with trashy sex. Obviously, you guys left me no choice. I have to. Yeah, my only option is to save her because I know I'm gonna be miserable if I don't save her, man. But I also know if I'm with her, I'm still gonna be miserable because you cause messes in my life because you're fucking wicked people, man. You're nothing but a mess with VJ May, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. And you guys know you're wicked. You guys can act good all you want. Yeah, we're wicked people, Ivan. We know it. We just act good because we don't want to admit that we're wicked, Ivan, because it pisses me. But our actions show that we're wicked. Yeah, your actions show you can act all good all you want. Trust me, I watch. Don't hate me, guys. I watch all these people on YouTube. They all act good, and I'm saying I did this good deed. I work with some good people, and you take a look at what you did to me and VJ. I'm like, yeah, you guys are actors. You're wicked people. You're not good people, man. You know what I'm saying? You won't let me see my wife. You cause mess in my life. My wife cries all these heavy tears. You're gonna trap me with sugar to have to cause that mess. You're gonna kill me with my wife. You locked all the doors on me. You act like Via's not my wife. Because you break every more code. But yeah, you're gonna turn me into a porn star. You break every more code. Yeah, you guys are wicked people. You're not good people, man. You're what? You're actors. You're good. You're good actors. You're amazing actors. You're such amazing actors that like these people worldwide are such amazing actors. When you see them on the news and all stuff on TV on YouTube, holy shit, these people seem like good people. You know what I'm saying? They act all nice. You know what I'm saying? He was a good man. He passed away. You know what I'm saying? And once you start to think about what you did to me, it's like once I start to figure out what happened in my life, I'm like, yeah, these people are actors. They're wicked people, man. Hey, you guys are wicked people. You're actors. You act good, obviously, but you're not. Your actions show that you're wicked. You're wicked people, obviously. You're not good people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so that's my deal for Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson for my last Overzeus movie project. That's my deal for Peter Jackson. Yeah. The only way I can make that Matrix franchise is if I erase Matrix Resurrection. I can erase Matrix Resurrection, but because it's part of the trilogy, I can't fix it. Obviously, I can't fix it, but I could erase it. I can erase I can erase Matrix Resurrections. Obviously, I could do a deal. I could do a deal with what? I could do a deal with what? I could do a deal with Warner Bros. Hey, look, man, I'm willing to make this Matrix this Matrix what? This Matrix trilogy, obviously, if you erase the Resurrection movie that you made. Like Ivan, erase it completely. Yes, you have to erase it. Like Ivan, like are you saying like yeah, you have to erase the Matrix Resurrection the movie that you made. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing though, if I make the Matrix Resurrection trilogy, obviously, I don't want to do guys like KJ Apple and all them